Alright, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone. Firstly, I would like to introduce myself. My name is Dava Fadil Wahyudin with student number 24, 22, 00, and 25. Today, I would like to share about my summarize of material in the language acquisition course during this semester 3. Okay, let's move to the summary. In the second and third meeting, I learned about language acquisition. What is the language acquisition? The language acquisition is subconscious process by which humans develop their ability to understand and produce the language, either as a first language and the second language. The goal of subconscious process is to achieve effective communication by understanding and using language. And the next point is language component. The language acquisition process there has including linguistic component. There are the four uh, component. The first is phonology, morphology, syntax, and semantic. There are the summarized from language acquisition. Let's move to the next topic. At the at the next week, I will learn about the second language acquisition. What is second language acquisition or SLA? SLA is the process by which person learn a second language after mastering their first language. The language can be learned in the formal environment, like in the classroom, and like be natural, like in the daily conversation and daily interaction. Alright, let's move to the next topic. The next topic is factor affecting of SLA. In general, factor affecting of SLA can be divided into two factors. The first is internal factor and the second is external factor. And the first, I would like to explain about the internal factors. This factor is referred to a personal characteristic of the individual and the person. There are the five factors. The first is age. For example, younger person can understand and absorbing the new language faster, rather on old person. And the second point is motivation. Everyone has a different motivation to learn a new language. For example, I'm sorry, there are two motivation. The first is integrative motivation, and the second is instrumental motivation. The third is personality factor, such as introvert and extrovert. And the fourth factor is learning style and strategy. Everyone has the different way to learn language. For example, auditory learner and visual learner. And the last factor is affective factor, relate to emotion, attitude, and self-control when learning a language. And the next factor is external factor. This factor refer to learning environment and social factor. In this factor, I would like to mention the four factors. The first is input and exposure. The second is learning environment. The third is teacher and teaching method. And the last is social cultural context. There are summarized from factor affecting of SLA. Let's move to the next topic. Right? The material is the nature of learner language. Alright? There are the three creative systems built by learner while acquiring a second language. The first is error analysis. Error is not the bad habit, but is the process of learner to produce her second language. By studying the error can help student to identify and improve her process to produce the second language. The next point is interlanguage. What is interlanguage? Interlanguage is the linguistic system developing by learner. And the language exists between the L1 and L2. This language is not perfectly L2. Alright, the last point is overgeneralization. Overgeneralization happen when a learner assume one rules work all in the case, which leads to incorrect language use. Alright, the next material is about the interlanguage. What is interlanguage? Interlanguage is the linguistic system developing by a learner while acquiring her second language. The interlanguage is exists between first language and the second language. Interlanguage is not perfectly a second language. There are some characteristics of interlanguage. The first characteristic is combine element from first language to the second language and learner rules. The second characteristic is scan fossilization. It will be happen when learner cannot improve to be the active learner. The last characteristic is grammar skill is a reflection from understanding. Okay, the next is stage of interlanguage development. There are the three stages. The first is initial state, the second is intermediate state, and the last is a final state. All right, let's move to the next material. The next material is social and discourse aspect of interlanguage. First, I would like to explain about the social context. What is social context? The social context is the environment and social relationship where the learning happens. There have the two types. The first is microsocial factor. For example, in the classroom interaction. And the second is macro-social factors. For example, for the culture identity and language status. And the next, I would like to explain about the communicative comprehends. Communicative comprehend is ability to use interlanguage appropriately in context. The learner must learn how to organize idea and use a polite expression. That's all the summarize from social and discourse aspect of interlanguage. And next, we will move to the next material. There is psycholinguistic and linguistic aspect of interlanguage. All right. Next, I would like to explain about the psycholinguistic aspect. Psycholinguistic aspect is referred to the mental and cognitive process of learner while processing their second language. This aspect explain how to mind construct, organize, and modifies interlanguage. There are the two aspects. The first is cognitive process. For example, is testing the hypothesis for the feedback. And the second aspect is internal mechanism. It's a study in structured sequence by syllabus in school. For example, learning grammar. And the next is fossilization. All right, next, I would like to explain about linguistic aspect. Linguistic aspect of interlanguage is referred to the structural feature and language form of a language system that is developing in learner. There are the three aspects. The first is language transfer from L1 to L2. And the second is overgeneralization of L2 that is referred to morphology. And the last is simplification using simple grammatically. It's referred to syntax. All right, let's move to the last topic or material. There is the public lecture. And the topic is developing critical and creative thinking pattern through AI technology in the learning process. With the keynote speaker, Prof. Stella Christie, PhD. After I joined to the public lecture, I summarize into the four key points. The first is AI provide benefit in the term reach and volume or scale in the world of education. And the second is generalization. Generalization is apply knowledge in new environment and context. And generalization can be used by teacher to make sure their student understanding. And the third point is empirical evidence. Empirical evidence is the most important tool for teacher to make classes effective. And the last point is the best learning partner for children are their parents. Okay, that's all the summarize of our topic in the semester 3. Thank you very much. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.